welcome to my video blog for this week. As you can tell, we are not filming from Newark at the bird show. There were concerns that it was going to snow heavily, and I think my parents might have put a bit of pressure on my sister and saying, look, it could get really bad, perhaps you shouldn't. And so the end result is that we've decided that we're not going to go. Now, it hasn't snowed here, but apparently it has been snowing sort of along our route and stuff, so the end result is that we haven't gone. And yes, I am a little bit disappointed at that, but I haven't lost money over it particularly. So I'm going to go to the main one in Stafford, and I'm going by train, so that even if the weather's bad, I can still go. There's a couple of things that I want to tell you about this week, and the first one is that on Tuesday I have an appointment coming up because of my one of my tonsils, in fact. Now, for the past 2 weeks, this tonsil has been so large it's been visible, and it started by growing outwards as tonsils do until it hit the bit that dangles down in the middle. Then it started growing back. Now, it's been like this for nearly 2 weeks now, and it doesn't hurt. I don't really have the symptoms of a cold or a cough, or, well, I got my Christmas cough, but that, you know, I always have that this time here. So I've got there's nothing that is particularly affiliated with tonsillitis or anything like that. So I'm going to go and have it checked out on Tuesday. I don't think it's anything dreadfully serious. Cancers don't tend to grow quite so quick. No, it looks much more like whatever it is, it's some sort of infection. I think the worst that can happen is that they snip it off. Oh dear, I'm sure I can live without it. More concerning to me is that last night part of my tooth fell out, and I think it's a tooth that had a lot of work done on it by one of my dentists. Now, this dentist has since is no longer with the health service part that I'm doing, that I'm with. The annoying thing is that you pay for dental treatment. You pay a certain amount, and I'm not now prepared to pay for this to be fixed, because as far as I'm concerned, I went for a checkup less than 2 weeks ago and they said everything was fine. Next thing I know, half my tooth's dropped out. Thankfully, it doesn't hurt yet particularly. It aches a bit, but it doesn't. There's no, you know, desperate nerve hurting. So I'm going to phone up on Monday, tomorrow, see if I can get an appointment. Again, that could well be during the working week, you know, but what can I do? These two instances, they're quite serious, so well, hopefully we'll get that sorted out. The Chinese New Year is upon us, and if you haven't seen, I did a calendar broadcast to celebrate that with Stir Fry this past week. Yesterday was a year on from the acquisition of Marken Field, and I marked the occasion by planting out my pussy willow in the plantation border, and so that's also up and around. We mustn't forget just what an achievement this time last year was. You know, I'd bought the house, I hadn't moved in, but completion had occurred and I'd got the keys for it, and, you know, that couldn't have happened without my parents and their help in putting down the initial deposit. So we mustn't forget that. Very, very important. Things are not going well with holiday plans because we can't afford any of the package deals that are in the booklets, and online it's more like do it yourself. So I think that might be what we end up doing, or we might sort of end up doing a city break. We're still targeting Rome and the Vatican City, hopefully for the autumn but we'll have to see. Double glazing. I want to get the main Markenfield window on the stairs double glazed this year. That might be a little bit ambitious, but it is a hope of mine. It's in an awkward position, and it's been chosen because it's the frame is beginning to rot, and you know, I now can't open it or close it for fear that bits drop off and eventually the window pane's going to fall out. So I've been looking online, and I've got a list now of local dealers that do double glazing UPVC, and one of them seems quite good. So I'm hoping to sort of sort out a few things from them and get the ball rolling with a few quotes. As I said, the bird show in Newark we've not gone to. We are going now to one in Stafford. That's under a month away, but we're on holiday for that. So that should be, you know, we'll have a look at that. That's Stafford. It's a much bigger one. So, but then it is further away. So we'll see how that goes. My UFC on Fuel 7 predictions are up, so do take a look. That one's going on in London next week, and no, I'm not going down to London to visit that. But, in fact, hopefully, my good friend Martin Brown will be visiting me next weekend. I hope that that's the cat that's just knocking over the thing there. So hopefully that will transpire. The only other thing to mention this week is that on the 12th, which is the Tuesday, it's the first birthday of Jens the Budgie since he died. I got him on the 12th of February in 2009, and he died of lung cancer last May. So I don't know whether to celebrate it or to mourn it, really. I mean, it's not the day he died, but it's just a bit weird. It does bring it all back, because he was the first bird that I had, and you know, started the ball rolling. And now, you see, I'm thinking of going to bird shows and buying good quality birds for an aviary. So things just shows you how far things have gone. Right, Belater supports for this week. I only have two. Darren Kramer and Andreas Spang, both on the main card. There is a championship match going on, but I'm not going to say or support either of the people involved in that, I don't think. And finally, birthdays. It is the season, the end of January to the start of May. The start of March seems to be full of birthdays. So we'll run down the list for this week. We've got Tony Ferguson, Kenny Robertson, Micah Miller, Stephen Seiler, Zelg Galazik, Ian, Julie Roundtree, Stefan Struve, and my good friend Boomer from the forum. So I hope they all have fantastic birthdays and eat lots of cake. And don't worry, because my birthday is coming up shortly now. So that is it for my weekly blog for this week.